Hello and welcome to the first night of the not the Knoxville Nationals, but the Quicktime Nationals here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I am Shane DiMantova alongside Brady Williman for his first ever broadcast and our first ever broadcast here on the A&B Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series network on YouTube as we get set for the first race here on the YouTube page in the first heat that will occur here for night number 1 of the Quicktime Nationals at Charlotte Motor Speedway. As we look into our field here to see we will see who is lining up for heat number 1. Starting on pole with the Quicktime Award, the Dirt Photography Quicktime Award is the number 75 of Daniel Adam. Riding out to his outside is Caleb Nickel in the 29 machine. JJ Hill will start in the third place, in the number 3 machine, the number 3 A&B Outdoors Quicktime machine. Fourth is Jesse Atkinson in the 127 Barbie and Ken pink sprint car. And right at the field is number 33, brand new driver to the series, Clay Robinson. As the paint scheme should be loading in here shortly soon. But Brady, I'm gonna start off with you. What are our expectations going into this race?
I think all these drivers, I don't really know their skill level yet, but I think it's going to be a good race. I guess we'll find out as we're going to take the green flag.
Yeah, like you said, green flag dropping here shortly for 8-lap heats here at Charlotte, as I believe there will not be a consolation race, so every driver will make it to the main event. Brady, before all this starts, who do you got your eye on tonight, and who do you think can win it at the end of the feature?
I think either Jesse Atkinson or JJ Hill have a good shot at this. They're both really good drivers, very clean, fast racers. I think they will have a shot at battling for the lead here and maybe take the heat win.
Yeah, definitely for sure. There's lots of good drivers in this field, as I mentioned in previous broadcasts. Lots of brand new drivers joining the series, and honestly, the stakes just keep getting higher and higher with the better field. As you see Daniel Adam lead the field here, hopefully taking the green flag soon. Caleb Nickel to his outside in that all black machine. Definitely can't miss that car tonight, for sure. This pace truck will go around one more time before the drivers take the green flag for the first heat for tonight's event.
Alright, as the pace truck pulls off, Daniel Adam in the number 75 will take the green flag here. Here we go. And we have green flag racing here in Heat 1.
Daniel Adam leads him, headed into turn number 1. Caleb Nickel on his outside.
Oh, JJ Hill looking like he's trying to fall on the line as we got the number 33 trying to put a fly job. We got a car around.
That's Caleb Nickel in the back there with the 127 of Jesse Atkinson. Those two get together. Back up front, Daniel Adams still leads them as JJ Hill will now take over the second position.
JJ Hill looking like he's trying to get to the lead here. He might have enough time to do it, but time is slowly closing down as we only got 8 laps.
Yeah, almost halfway through this race already is JJ Hill looking to run down our pole sitter Daniel Adam up front here, but it seems like Adam has almost a second gap on Hill right now, so definitely a lot of time Hill has to make up if he can get to him. Possibly the only thing that could cause that is a mistake by the 75 machine, as you can now see the gap.
Coming down to 3 laps to go in heat number 1, JJ Hill still falling back to Daniel Adam. Daniel Adam still pulling his lead ahead of JJ Hill.
Yeah, lead growing immensely on Hill, as we now see Clay Robinson in the 3rd position here. Like I said earlier, in his first start in the league.
We're paying our attention to Daniel Adam. 2 laps to go. Actually, no, never mind. The final lap here in Heat 1.
White flag here for Daniel Adam as he sends it on to the backstretch, heading into turn number 3 now. Clear track for him the whole entire race, starting on pole, and will lead the drivers to the green flag in the feature. Daniel Adam will win heat number 1 here at the short dirt track at Charlotte.
That was definitely surprising. As I said earlier, Jesse Atkinson got taken out early in that wreck with Caleb Nickel. That was surprising.
Yeah, those two definitely got to start in the back here as they get set for heat number 2 here in the event. The guy we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks, Cody Meadows, will start on pole. Nolan Cooper to his outside. In 3rd position, Anthony Woodhull. 4th is Cameron McCone. And in the 5th position is Caleb Morrissey. As we'll look to set up the field here for heat number 2. As we run through a little issues here. Sorry about that as we look to get going. There we go. You see our pole sitter for heat number 2, excuse me, not having a good night tonight, Cody Meadows. Nolan Cooper to his outside after having a rocky start a couple weeks ago. Anthony Woodhull starting in the 3rd, like I mentioned. Cameron McCone and Caleb Morrissey will line up behind them. But everybody's going to be chasing that 88 machine of Cody Meadows, who's been the most dominant driver all season long and our points leader. He's had the last rocky couple of heat races for those last 2 races that he's been in, so he's hopefully looking to turn that luck around and just keep that 88 machine of 88 AOD machine up front as the green flag drops.
Cody Meadows already with a pretty good lead heading into 1. As we got a slide job opportunity from the 24, Brent Cooper. Not gonna work. Cody Meadows still has this lead over the whole.
Yeah, Cody Meadows looking, like I said, to extend that lead out just like we saw in heat number 1. As you see Brent Nolan Cooper get taken over by Anthony Woodhull there as he's going to throw the slider back on him. Almost contact, possibly contact between those 2 drivers as Cooper begins to drop and McCone jumps to his outside.
Another guy that I'm seeing that is surprising to see in the back is Caleb Morrissey. It looks like he's struggling a little bit here.
Yeah, possibly some trouble for Caleb Morrissey right now as you see him in our final position there. After that big win, the Knoxville Nationals, and obviously struggling a little bit right now is back up front as we almost see Nolan Cooper spin there. He keeps it going. But like I mentioned, back up front, Cody Meadows with almost the 2nd lead into Anthony Woodhull in the 2nd position. So far, smooth driving for the 88 machine of Cody Meadows as he looks to continue that and hopefully carry it into the feature.
2 laps to go here in heat number 2. Cody Meadows still extending this lead over Cameron McCone as we take the white flag in heat number 2. And the turn number 3 and 4 for the final time in heat number 2. Cody Meadows off turn number 4 is going to win heat 2.
Cody Meadows, your heat number 2 winner here. So you see him pull down to the bottom of the track there.
He got the win of that heat by 7/10 of a second.
Big win for Cody Meadows here, and they get set for heat number 3 now. As we look into your heat number 3 lineup here. Starting in 1st position will be Colin Murphy. To his outside, Jacob Boxel, who almost grabbed a couple win at Lima Land a couple weeks ago. In 3rd will be Brandon Stewart. And unfortunately, it looks like the other 2 drivers that were supposed to be in this heat cannot make it, as the 3 of these drivers will duke it out here.
Something I found funny about this is that it's heat 3 and we only got 3 cars in this heat. So let's see what they can do here.
going to be experimenting something new tonight, as we will actually be getting live commentary from the race admin himself, JJ Hill, as you guys might hear him pop up on screen, hearing him call out cautions or green flags like you would see in a regular race, like what the drivers would be hearing. So that would be really cool once that happens, and hearing from the league owner himself, who is adminning, Mr. JJ Hill. As the pace truck dives in for heat number 3 here, Colin Murphy in the 15 machine will lead them to the green flag, or the 9N, excuse me.
All right.
Green flag is in the air.
Number.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off. Ready, green flag in the air for heat number 3.
Boxwell trying to make a move on the outside. It might work, as we got Colin Murphy in the number 9 trying to still fend off for the lead. Boxwell going to take the lead. Coming into lap number 2, they're diving into 1 and 2. And it looks like they're still going to be side by side during turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, great battle by these two so far, but as all that occurred, something happened with Brandon J. Stewart, as he is now in the pit areas. So it'll be just the two of these drivers duking it out for the win here in heat number 3.
Boxwell getting the lead over Murphy, working that outside line. Surprising, as we got Colin Murphy gonna try and take the lead back from Boxwell, as we're heading to 4 laps to go.
Yeah, Boxwell so far been the best driver so far in this heat, as over Colin Murphy. So Murphy's gonna look low here, hopefully get a run heading into turn number 3. So you see Boxwell kind of running that top line right up against the cushion, and Murphy kind of running the bottom. Murphy gets into the fence there, and that continues to grow shortly every single lap for Mr. Jacob Boxwell.
As we're coming 2 laps to go, Boxwell still extending his lead, but don't count out Murphy. Murphy is still going to be there, as we're coming off turn number 4 to take the final lap of heat number 3.
Yeah, Jacob Boxwell up here in the turn number 3. Colin Murphy's going to look one more time here for the heat number 3 win, but it's not going to be enough. Coming out of turn 4, Jacob Boxwell will win heat number 3 here. Colin Murphy second, and like I stated, troubles for Brandon Stewart, as he will finish in the 3rd position, as they get set for the main event here for the Quicktime Nationals night number 1 at the dirt track at Charlotte. Your heat number 1 winner, Daniel Adams, will lead them to the green flag, as you will see them to their 4 wide salute here to you guys, the fans, shortly. Lap feature event here for the race. As Cody Meadows will start to the outside of the 75 machine of Daniel Adam. As the drivers continue to grid, we will see them go to a 4 wide salute once the green flag drops. Or, excuse me, once the pace truck pulls off and begins rolling.
All right, 4 wide split from 9th place on back.
As you heard the league owner himself, JJ Hill, there tell the drivers what to do as they will line up for their 4 wide procedure. Excuse me. A salute to you guys, the fans. Four by 4 lined up here for the Quicktime Nationals night number 1. A salute to you guys, the fans at home, we would like to thank you for your support for the series, as these all 14 of these drivers will duke it out for the win, as one of them will come home victorious after 30 laps.
Double it up.
Drivers will double up there, as we have a little bit of contact, unfortunately, there. Looked like possibly Brandon J. Stewart made contact with somebody, as we saw him slow to the bottom, but the pace truck pulls off here as they look to take the green flag. Oh, major stack up there. There's problems before they even take the green flag, as something just occurred there. Major trouble with several drivers taking the green flag, but caution will come immediately back out. I assume that it's for all the contact that just occurred on those pace laps. Yeah, really unfortunate for several of these drivers that just were looking to take the green flag and fortunately played victim to a big stack up. So we're actually just going to go back and take a replay there and see what happened on track and what caused all of that stack up.
Alright, as we are going to take a look at this and see what happened.
Yeah, it looks like just a big stack up. A lot of drivers just got into each other. So we try to find a driver, see who that started off with. We saw them taking the 4 wide salute. Possibly just something with JJ Hill and maybe some netcode up front, but
Alright,
a
let's
lot of
take a
contact
look.
there. And like I stated, unfortunate for several drivers since they already have damage before this race even starts, which nobody wants to see here. But nonetheless, they will line it back up 2 by 2 for the green flag, as they will take the first legitimate lap of green flag racing here. As the pace truck lights are out, signaling 1 to go at the flag stand. Daniel Adam will lead him to the green flag. Cody Meadows to his outside.
Jacob Boxwell right behind him, and JJ Hill. Let's see who's going to get the lead as we come to the green flag once again here at Charlotte.
Yep, green flag in the air here at Charlotte. Daniel Adam and Cody Meadows already side by side battling for that lead.
Daniel Adam pulling out into this lead. Here comes the 88 of Cody Meadows on the outside of Boxwell.
Yeah, Meadows sending it to the outside of Boxwell as you see him slip up there, and Boxwell taking advantage, sliding into that second position here. Down the race leader, number 75 of Daniel Adam.
As it looks like JJ Hill is under fire from the number 12, Cameron McCone. It looks like Cameron's going to pull a slide job. JJ Hill with the crossover. Let's see if JJ's going to throw another slide job on him. He is. JJ Hill gets a little too high. JJ Hill almost flips over. He's on his side. He's going to lose almost every
more contact
spot.
up front.
Oh my God.
One driver flipping. I believe that was Cameron McCone. Yes, it was. As JJ Hill got in the fence, and Cameron McCone is now on his side as all of that just occurred, as we will go back and take a look and see what just happened there. Several incidents on track. As we'll first go back and look and see what happened with the 3 A and B outdoors machine of JJ Hill to bring out that initial caution.
Wow, I cannot believe that JJ Hill almost flipped over, and then we just see Caleb McCone on his side. That was crazy.
See JJ Hill here just sends it in too hard and just gets in the fence, and you can see in front of their contact as we will actually go back and take a look and see what just happened there.
JJ Hill tries to pull a slide job, gets a little too high and hits the wall. But let's see what happened. Oh, it was a big stack up. Wow, Caleb Morrissey involved, hits over the tires, and it looks like he's going to save his car. Little damage to his front wing. Wow, that was just a big pile up there, and there's Cameron McCone this time.
Yeah, we'll go back and look at that one more time, actually. So you see McCone here. Pressure. See the fence there.
Oh!
3 of them just stack up and he flips.
Wow, he
As
went
we
for a
go
ride.
back live now. Green flag is now underway. Daniel Adam will lead them. Jacob Boxell in second. Cody Meadows still in the 3rd position. No changes so far.
Meadows still trying to chase down Boxwell as he's going to try to get him here on the inside. Moves Boxwell up the track. I think Boxwell got a little scared, but anyway, it's going to work for Cody Meadows. He's going to take the second spot.
Yeah, big send by Cody Meadows, and it's going to work for him as he now takes the second position for Boxwell.
Wow, that
Anthony Whittle, now battling Caleb Nickel. Battling the Caleb's here.
Nickel throwing a slide job. Oh my god, really close to that wall. Nickel on the bottom, or that's not Nickel, that's Morrissey, sorry. On the bottom, looks like he's gonna give up the spot. Morrissey running the very top, but we got Jesse Atkinson behind him.
Fighting in the back of the field as long as we see JJ in the pits. But back up front, we got a battle now. Cody Meadows starting to run down the 75 machine of Daniel Adams.
Yeah, we'll see if Cody Meadows is going to catch up to him. I think he is. He's running right on that cushion. Daniel Adams is running, that's basically the same line, right near the wall. As Cody Meadows is going to try to make the bottom work. It looks like he gave him a little bit of time here in the 3 or 4.
Yeah, you see Meadows on the bottom.
Meadows running back up top. Same with Daniel Adams. Meadows still trying to find his way to try to get to Daniel Adams.
As they reach the halfway mark of the race. Meadows, the most dominant car all season long, our points leader, looking to run down the 75 machine and become Daniel Adams as we go on board with the Meadows here. See these two running the fence, and we see a lap car coming up here. I believe that might be the 12 carrier. Yeah, yes, it is.
Wow, he's getting really close. It looks like he's going to try to make that slider line work. As he is, he just gained a lot of time. Back down to 5/10 as he, look at this. He got up to him very quick. It's down to a 10th now.
Yeah,
Cody Meadows.
Look at him.
Side by side now out of 4.
Meadows on the move as he looks to almost get past the 75 machine here. Adams. As you see the lap car. Karen McCone there after his trouble. As we talked about.
Oh, he gets into the wall. Looks like he's going to stay out of harm's way. As Cody Meadows, that doesn't stop him. He's trying to get to the 75 with Daniel Adams, trying to make everything work that he can.
Yeah. I mean, we talked to Meadows on Monday, Sunday, and there was mad frustration for him. Obviously, with the results of that race. He's definitely hungry for the win here tonight. Back to the
He just
position.
lost.
As those two run away, Jacob Moxley sits in third.
Caleb Morrissey putting up a good fight. Looks like he's trying to get to his inside, as he will. They're going to be side by side. And turn number 2, slide job pulled by Caleb Morrissey.
Yeah, Morrissey with the slider, but Moxley's going to fight back here.
Another slide job. Another crossover by Caleb Morrissey. You're going to throw back-to-back-to-back slide jobs.
And great race between these two cars here as we look back up front here. Cody Meadows, now he's looking to pull the slider. The 75 machine up, Daniel Adams.
Wow, Cody Meadows just got the lead over Daniel Adams. Let's see if he can hold the lead as Daniel Adams trying to make a move on the inside.
Contact.
Almost contact.
Door these two go as Meadows. Oh,
Contact!
between the two.
Look, Meadows around. Oh my God.
Cody Meadows
He's still around. He's backward.
Caution is out.
Wow, we did not expect to see that at all. As Meadows goes around.
Put it
after
out. Put
hitting
it out.
Daniel Adams.
Late race contact between Meadows and the race leader, as we will go back and take a look and see what just happened between these two drivers here. And wow, I know that's not what I was expecting for sure. as these two were going door to door, just battling it out, and fortunately, looks like Cody Meadows just caught the bad end of it.
Man, that is not what Cody Meadows wanted at all. He just he tried to get to his inside, but they made contact, and it looks like he just went around. But we're gonna check out a replay of it.
Yeah, as we look to find the replay of what just occurred between those two drivers, we saw Meadows pull the slider on him. You see here, these two go to door and make contact in the corner. And Meadows just sends it in there deep, and those two just make contact. Like I said, Cody Meadows gets the bad end of things, and he's the one who's spinning. As he will now restart deep in the field here. In ninth, actually, to be certain, as there will be 4 laps to go for Daniel Adams, as we'll see if a new guy, Caleb Morrissey, new face up front here, can get it done and possibly get past the 75 machine as he looks to take the green flag. The green flag is on our leader discretion as you see him jump there, as I was saying that. Green flag back in the air.
Daniel Adams pulling out a lead. It looks like he's going to have a comfortable lead entering 3 and 4, but Boxwell and Morrissey battling for second. Boxwell going to move up the track. Morrissey's still going to try to make the top work.
Laps winding down here. White flag.
Wow, Morrissey got a huge run. He's going to try to only wreck.
Caleb Morrissey goes around after he got in the wall, and Daniel Adams stays out front as Boxel looks to slide in there, but it won't be enough. Daniel Adams will win night number 1 of the Quicktime Nationals here at the Charlotte Dirt Track. Wow, what
a race.
Yeah, what a great finish. For sure, as Caleb Morrissey was looking to get back to him there, but couldn't do it. As Daniel Adams will be your race winner.
Unbelievable finish. Wow. 2 of our top contenders get taken out late. But Daniel Adams gets the good end of the stick, and he looks like he's going to stop on the front stretch and burn it down.
You see a couple of drivers there. Jesse Atkinson and Jacob Boxell kind of congratulating him. And
top 3 to the win. Jesse Atkinson, Dirtman Photography Hard Charger Award winner.
As you heard it there, JJ Hill, Jesse Atkinson, your Dirtman Photography Hard Charger Award. Daniel Adams was your race winner, as we will now go through your field and their finishing positions. Race winner, Daniel Adams, the 75 machine, will take home the win. Jacob Boxell will finish in the 2nd position after being in the top 3 for most of the race. Jesse Atkinson will fight back to a 3rd place finish. And finishing 4th will be the 29 machine of Caleb Nickel. Cody Meadows, after that late race spin with Daniel Adams, will finish in the 5th position. Finishing 6th in this number 2 car is Anthony Woodhull. 7th is Nolan Cooper. 8th will be Clay Robinson. Finishing in 9th is Caleb Morrissey in that 6th machine after making contact coming to the white flag with the 75 of Adam. Finishing in 10th is Brandon Stewart after we saw him having some trouble in his heat race and before we took the green flag going through the grass. 11th will be Cameron McCone after going for a big flip early on in the race. 12th, Colin Murphy. 13th will be JJ Hill rounding out your field here. As we will be right back for driver interviews, and stick around as we will be back here shortly. Welcome back to the dirt track at Charlotte. As we saw the 75 machine of Daniel Adam win the first night here, as we look to pull him in for his interview. The 75A machine of Daniel Adam. Daniel Adam, this is Shane Dimento up in the booth. You got a copy?
I gotcha.
Man, what a run for you all race long. And why don't you take me through your race as we watched you battle out with several drivers there throughout the whole entire race?
I felt great in the beginning, and I saw that 88 keep trying to work to my inside, and I kind of knew it was gonna come, but I didn't expect him to get as good of a run as he did to my inside that whatever lap it was. But he blew by me, so I went back to his inside, and I guess we made a little bit of contact, but I don't think it messed any of our cars up, and then it was just a racing deal going into the next corner, and I feel bad that we both had to be in that situation, but I mean, I didn't do anything dirty to him. I didn't think so. Hopefully, there's no hard feelings there.
Yeah, like you said, for sure, contact with the 88 machine, and also contact coming to the white flag with the number 6 machine. Anytime throughout the race, did you feel like possibly something bad was going to happen, or like do you feel like anybody else could add maybe a run at you at the end of the race there?
I knew that 88 was going to be a threat the entire race because I was watching him in his heat and he was running really good, and he was really behind me the entire race, and I knew how big of a gap we had behind, so I really did not want that caution to come out late race because I knew that was going to put everyone in the equation, especially since I couldn't find the fast line right there. But yeah, on that restart, the 44 and the 6 car, props to them because they were both really fast right there behind me, and I knew I had to play my cards right there to get that win, and luckily we were able to pull it off our first time with the series.
Yeah. Was there anything that you picked up possibly in your heat, and we saw you go flag to flag leading your heat, and maybe even practice that helped you be so successful in your heat and the feature event here?
Uh, I've just ran a lot at Charlotte. It's the closest track I live to down here in North Carolina, so I've ran a lot there, and I know the track's gonna move to the top there late race, but I was definitely not expecting that move to the bottom there at the end, or where the lines were at the end. But it was fun, and yeah, the heat race definitely helped me there. Helped me get some more confidence going flag to flag with as big of a gap as I did. So felt good all night, but there at the end, they had me nervous.
Yeah, to finish out here, is there any sponsors or teammates that you'd like to thank for tonight's first place efforts?
Yeah, I want to thank the league sponsors: A&B Outdoors, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Heaven Racing Apparel, and Shane. I'm gonna butcher that one. You can say it if you want.
Demantova.
Dementova Designs, and also got to thank my teammate Colin Murphy, who had some tough luck tonight, but hopefully we can get back up there. And my team sponsors: Evolution Inc., Gasroots Project, 316 Motorsports. My real life sponsors: Strict Utility Services and the Pentagon Group Insurance Agency.
Yeah, congratulations on your win here tonight. As we'll go let you run off and celebrate. Take care and have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for the broadcast.
Yeah, anytime. As that was the NATO himself, our race winner, the 75A machine of Daniel Adams. As we look to pull in the second place finisher for tonight's event, Jacob Boxer, who just came up short, just again, like at Limaland, as we will pull him into the booth here shortly to be interviewed by Brady.
Hey Jacob, this is Bray Wildman in the booth. You got me?
I gotcha.
All right. Wow, you put on a good race. Do you think there's anything you could have done to maybe get up to Daniel Adam and fight for him for the win?
Honestly, one of my first times really racing on this track, and it was a blast. But honestly, I don't think I would have been able to catch him. Him and Cody were gone until that they got in that car contact together, and that yellow came out. But if that yellow didn't come out, I don't think I would have caught either of them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you guys. It was definitely a good race. Do you think you got any sponsors you want to thank?
I gotta thank A&B Outdoors, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Health and Racing Apparel, Shane D Mantova Designs, everyone that helps me on my micro, my dad and grandpa, and like I said, everyone that helps out on the micro. And glad to be in this league.
All right, take me through your race. What do you think? What do you think you could have done?
Honestly, I think I could have stayed on the bottom a little longer before it slicked off even worse. But them last couple laps when we had that I think 3 to go caution, I ran the bottom. I got under Caleb, and then he got back around me on the top. So I didn't know if I should go to the top, so I just stayed around the bottom. And then I seen him got caught up with the leader, and then just stayed the bottom, wheeled him in, and then threw a slider to try and get the cushion off of Ford to come into the checkered, but just didn't have enough laps.
All right. Well, that is our second place finisher, Jacob Boxwell, as we're gonna go to our third place finisher, Jesse Atkinson, as actually the hard charger.
Yeah, we'll look to pull in the 127 machine of Jesse Atkinson, who is also our Dirtman Photography hard charger. Or Jesse Atkinson, you got a copy.
Yeah, I copy.
Man, congratulations on your third place finish, and as well, like we stated, the Dirtman Photography Hard Charger Award. Pretty interesting race for you. Why don't you take me through it?
Yeah, qualifying wasn't really the best. I think I qualified like third the last, or I don't know, somewhere. Got me to the back of my heat. No, got me fourth in my heat, and then a few laps in, Caleb comes down on me. I hook him, and that basically just ruins my night. Then a little bit later, I slap the wall and just decide to park it. Then during the feature, obviously the first half of it was pretty hectic, but started gaining positions, and sooner or later, more people started wrecking in front of me, and I was expecting like a fifth place finish, but then Caleb made a mistake, then the six got wrecked out, so that brought me up to a third place finish right there.
Yeah, as you talked about, we saw that on the broadcast, the contact between you and Caleb there and your heat. But heading into this race, was there any preparation or anything in practice that you picked up or learned from a teammate or possibly yourself?
I just know later in the race, once the cushion develops, just ride that for the entire time. That's normally the quickest way around the track, so you get the most momentum off the corner. But that's all I really knew about this track. I didn't really do anything in practice. So I just run the top. But
For sure, as we saw you ripping that top there coming into the end of the race. And honestly, do you think you could add anything for those top two finishers of Daniel Adam or Jacob Boxel?
no, they were way out there. They are really quick, that's for sure. I yeah, I if as I said, if the 6 and the 29 didn't get wrecked out, I probably would have settled for a top 5, if that.
Yeah. Also, how does this help your points run so far this season? As we've seen you up front for for all of these races. Is there anything that you could do possibly to get higher up in points and maybe make a run for the championship with a couple of races left here in the season?
It'll be difficult, especially since when Cody has a huge point gap by like 40 points, but I was second in points. I had a few rough races for the past, I don't know, 3 races, we'll say. And then this one should get me above Aiden Kirker since he didn't race today, so that'll put me up to second, but I'm going to have to do a lot of digging. Hope Cody gets wrecked out in the next few races if I even want to have a chance at winning the championship.
Yeah, to finish off here, is anybody you'd like to thank or any teammates over Atkinson Designs for your third place finish here at Charlotte?
Yeah, I would first like to thank the sponsors A&B Outdoors, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, and Shane D. Mantova Designs. I would also like to thank my team, Atkinson Designs, and the Atkinson Designs Sprint Car team, and all my teammates. I also want to thank my sponsors, Homebrew Racing, Giant Heart, Giant Dog Rescue, and Hemophilia Ontario. Also have to thank my family for watching tonight, and also have to thank everybody who raced here for putting on a good show. And obviously, I had to thank Barbie because that's apparently my new scheme that I want to run. So
Yeah, I mean, definitely can't miss you out there on track for sure in that bright pink Barbie machine. Congratulations on your third place finish here, as we'll let you run off, and congratulations once again on the Dirtman Photography Hard Charge Award.
Yep, thank you.
As that was your third place finisher and the hard charge winner, the 127 of Jesse Atkinson. Brady, to finish off here, did this race meet your expectations? Did you think it was going to be that hectic coming to the white flag?
Well, there's all in racing. There's always that time or moment where there's stuff that's gonna happen in the race, but I didn't think that was gonna happen. Cody Meadows got taken out mid race, and then we saw Morrissey get taken out late race. Definitely didn't expect that, and we had Daniel Adam as a new winner here in the A&B Outdoor Quick Time Sprint Car Series.
Yeah, I know we still have the league owner himself, JJ Hill, in here, as hopefully you can contact him here shortly and see possibly for an interview as we do. JJ, from a league owner standpoint, how was the racing out there tonight?
Well, it was a fairly good race. Had a great green flag run. Couple technical issues at the very start of the race, which we got fixed very quickly. The race for myself, tried to throw a slider in there, and wheel decided to die again. Same thing on the start. So by fixed, I meant just kind of leaving the race. But the race overall had a great green flag run. Only two cautions. One of them was off the very first start, and the other was off a late spin with Meadows, who kind of just saw the win in his sight and just made a really aggressive move. Made really aggressive moves there at the final couple laps, and then last lap coming to the line, Morrissey was tubbing hard, and then they kind of just both fought for the same piece of real estate, and with that, doesn't end well. So, I mean, overall, it was a really solid race with a really decent finish. Makes me excited for what we got coming into Thursday for the final night.
As you mentioned, Thursday, the final night, is all the action should be here on the A&B Outdoors Quicktime Series
As it should be for
YouTube
the rest of
page
the season.
for the rest of the season. Yes. Speaking of the rest of the season, is there anything that we should look forward to, possibly, maybe even this season, possibly heading into next season, that
Uh,
might not be known by the public yet?
Everything right now is still kind of in the works about next season and the rest of this season, but for the YouTube account that we have now, expect some non-actual broadcast content, some update videos, some news videos, just more about the league, trying to grow it. Uh, Other than that, just everything's still kind of under wraps right now, and making sure everything's going to work for next season.
Yeah, for sure. JJ, we'd like to thank you for your time joining us here on the broadcast booth, as wish you good luck on the track and off the track heading into the future.
All right, thanks, guys.
As that was the league owner, JJ Hill, as we heard his thoughts there, wrapping up the race. But like he said, first race here on the A&B Outdoors YouTube page, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, as you will catch all the season's action with about, I believe, 4 races left in the season here, all on this side of things other than KBRN. But to finish off here, Brady, first time in the broadcast booth, how was your experience?
It was definitely a little tricky. Definitely doing interviews. I apologize for messing that up, but anyway, I think it's something that I could very well get into. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for bringing me on or giving me the opportunity to. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I'd actually like to give a shout out to the series sponsors and for their support throughout the whole entire season. A&B Outdoors, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, and finally Shane DiManto with Designs, and several more companies and people for their efforts and help throughout the whole entire season. As we look to wrap up here, as I am Shane DiMantova, alongside Brady Williman, as we'd like to thank you for your support, and hopefully you all have a good rest of your night. Take care.